102 KJFM, Louisiana Bowling Green, KJFM Radio, Eagle 102. Area high school basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And welcome back to the 96 Bowling Green Invitational here on Eagle 102. Mark Front, Corey Buchanan. And Corey, we've made it to championship night for the guys. The week in the books, and well, not in the books yet, but we've made it to the end. The light is at the end of the tunnel, and it's been a great week of basketball.
Yeah,
here.
we've watched a lot of good basketball games this week, both boys and girls. So I'm excited to see how this last night turns out, see how all these boys here, they are competing for a little hardware tonight. So I'm excited to see how these play out tonight.
And our first game of the night is the Consolation game as Louisiana, the 4 seed in this tournament. I know they're a little upset to be in this Consolation side of the bracket. They're taking on the 7 seed Elsberry, the 4 seed against the 7 seed. Then later on at 4 o'clock, third place game, Bowling Green and North Callaway. And then the tournament championship game coming up at 6 o'clock tonight. Winfield and Clopton 1 versus 2 for the second straight year. Clopton got the upset last year in the tournament championship game, and they're trying to repeat that feat and keep this Clopton dominance in both boys and girls going in this Bowling Green tournament. And it would be the second year in a row that both Clopton teams won if they can pull off the upset a little bit later on. Of course, they met back at in the semifinals of the Clopton tournament, and Winfield won that game pretty handily. But I think Clopton's a better team now.
Yeah, and they just got to come out like we've seen them most of this tournament come out a lot of intensity on the defensive side, and they've been able to knock a few outside shots down. So I'm thinking that this championship game tonight is going to be a pretty good one. I don't think it's going to be like the Clopton tournament whenever they squared up. So.
Or the ladies' championship last night, where we were expecting a tight game, and Clopton came out hotter than a firecracker. Got Kerrigan Lockhart's 1,000th point right off the bat. Congratulations to her. And then they went to work from beyond the arc. Hit 4 of them over the first 10 minutes of the ball game, and had pretty much a 25 to 28 point lead the rest of the way in defeating Elsberry to win their 5th straight Bowling Green Tournament Championship. So congratulations. The Clopton Lady Hawks have dominated this in recent history, and well, they've been there in the championship game almost every year since I came to town in 2001, so it's been a long run.
Yeah, I didn't know that was 5 in a row, but yeah, they're usually the girls from Clopton. They're always, battling for the championship as far as I can remember as well, so that's pretty impressive.
So Clopton and Winfield later on, Bowling Green and North Callaway before that, but let's talk about Louisiana and Elsberry and Consolation. We'll do that when we start the pregame show for you next on Eagle 102.
Area high school basketball from the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament, brought to you by Liggins Flooring, Pow Pow Cattle Farms and Fencing, Craig's Truck and Tractor Service, Lynn's Heritage House, and Rawls County Mutual Insurance.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
This is Tracy Brookshire with the Pike County Health Department. With community transmission cases increasing in Pike County, it's becoming more difficult for healthcare providers to contact positive cases the same day these results are received. The state of Missouri has mandated that we prioritize first the investigations for school exposures, individuals 65 years and older, and cases associated with long-term care facilities. Those that do not fall into those categories will likely experience a delay in initial contact. Therefore, we have made some changes with our calling procedures to help streamline and make our calls more efficient. It is critical that if you have received a positive result or know you have been exposed to someone with COVID-19, you need to begin a 14-day quarantine starting from when your symptoms began or the last day of exposure to the positive case. Your patience awaiting your initial call from our office is very much appreciated. Visit our dedicated COVID page on our website, PikeCountyHealth.org, for more information.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show. Sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
And it's championship night at the 96 Bowling Green Invitational. Mark Fronted, Corey Buchanan getting ready for the men's consolation game. The 4-seed Louisiana Bulldogs taking on the 7-seed Elsberry Indians. Elsberry has to be pretty stoked to be in this consolation game. They played pretty well going 1-1 over their first two games. The semifinal victory was an impressive one, and now they are upset-minded in this consolation game. Elsberry, I think they've learned a little bit how to use their size. They were, trying to dribble around people a lot in the early going, and they put up some wild shots, and that's just not how you put points on the board. They're using their size down low and posting up and getting a lot easier points as of late.
I agree. They need to use their size down there, but what they're going to have to do defensively is these Louisiana guards, they can really shoot. If they get hot, then it's going to be, I think, tough for Elsberry to be able to beat them tonight. So Elsberry's defensive guards are going to have to keep a high hand in these shooters' faces and just make everything contested. Don't give them anything easy. Kind of like what we seen in the Bowling Green girls game last night. They left a lot of those Silex guards wide open, and they were able to key in on some of those nice, easy open threes. So just keep a high hand and make everything contested. Make it hard on them.
Little boost tonight for Elsberry. They get Deshaun Dotson back out of quarantine tonight. So Evan Wilson still in there in the queue, but Deshaun is back. So that'll be a little boost. They got Colby Twellman back recently. He's kind of a spark plug, likes to run around and make some noise. So this is an Elsberry team that's starting to get healthy, and this is the time that you need to be getting healthy as we get into the later stages. We're about to enter the final month of the regular year, so if you want to be healthy at any point during a season, this is the time to do it if you're Elsberry or any team. For Louisiana, you mentioned the guards. I think they're a little disappointed that they're on this side of the bracket, but it is championship night. You're back in the big gym. They showed in the semifinals that they wanted to continue on and play on championship night. What do they have to do to defeat Elsberry and pick up this trophy?
Well, to reflect on that, there's still a little bit of season left, so you don't want to get down on yourself here. I know they thought that they should have beat Bowling Green earlier this week and had a chance to play for the third-place game or to get to the championship. But you just got to stay positive here and continue to play your game. And I think sometimes they get out of playing to their capability, and it can be kind of frustrating. I've been there, but they just got to play their game tonight, and it should show for itself.
That's an overview of what is coming up in this ball game. We'll check our keys to the game when we come back on the Eagle 102 pregame show.
Every game, every night of this year's Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Brought to you by Woods Smoked Meats, Mike's Tire and Service Center, the Mercantile Bank, County Market in Vandalia, and McDinger's.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Show off your school pride today with the Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Every time you use your Bulldog debit card, Bank of Louisiana will make a donation to the Louisiana School District. Stop by the bank today and get your new Bulldog debit card so you can start supporting the teachers and students with every swipe. The Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate in Louisiana.
Well, we said that Elsberry has to use their size to their advantage. I think for Louisiana on the defensive end, I think Ryan Capps can really use that as kind of a rope-a-dope and draw those charges. He's so good at it, one of the best in the area. I think if he can get a couple of those calls early, he could really get Elsberry in trouble.
Yeah, out of all the games we've called together, well, and that I've seen of Louisiana, there hasn't been a game he hasn't took a couple charges. So those are just those hustle plays that coaches really love.
And your keys?
For me, it's just Louisiana's got to play their game and knock down a few outside shots, kind of work the ball around, get Mason Washington some touches to drive to the lane. And for Elsberry, like you said, use their size, but their guards are going to have a big game tonight and create a lot of ball pressure on these Louisiana guards if they want a chance to win this one.
Those are our keys to the game. Starting lineups are coming up next on Eagle 102.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Elisha Koenig, RE/MAX Realty Agent, Midwest Heating and Cooling, Spring Valley Accounting, and Advanced Eye Care.
This is Kyle Schurter, Assistant Vice President at Community State Bank of Missouri. We offer a variety of loans to meet your needs. Whether you're looking for a conventional loan or a HELOC or an FHA, VA, or USDA loan, give us a call. We have some of the best rates around. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Bowling Green Insurance is here to serve all your insurance needs. Bowling Green Insurance offers companies to cover your farm, home, auto, and crop needs. Give Bowling Green Insurance a call today to get a quote. 573-324-CROP.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And our starters for this one, they've been introduced on the floor. We're about to tip it off, actually. For Elsberry, they'll start number 2, Bryce Irving, number 5, Eli Gladney, number 10, Kyle Turnbull, number 11, Caden Kinsler, number 12, Gavin Reller. For Louisiana, number 2, Mason Washington, number 4, Quincy Hunt, number 5, Donovan Richards, number 20, Nathan Perkins, and number 34, Ryan Capps. It'll be Washington against Turnbull, and the opening tip is won by the Bulldogs. Donovan Richards brings it across the line, gets it to Perkins, and they get it to the hoop. Shot off the glass, and just like that, one of your keys.
Yep, that's a good way to get started there.
Mason Washington puts it in and puts the Bulldogs out to an early 2-0 lead. To the near side, they work it down low to the post for Bryce Irving. Irving kicks it out for Eli Gladney. Gladney back to Irving in the near corner. Out and around to the top for Caden Kinsler. Kinsler going to try and drive on Quincy Hutt. His floater's no good. Hutt gets the rebound. And he'll hand it off to Richards, now Washington. Back to Hutt out high to the far side for Donovan Richards. Donovan gives it off to Mason Washington in the corner. Now back up top. Up and around. Louisiana using that perimeter. Washington over to Richards. He thought about taking that deep three, and his pass is tipped and taken by Elsberry. They're coming back the other way, and we're going to get a foul. Kinsler never really had control, but he's fouled anyway by Washington, his first.
Yeah, Elsberry's in a 3-2 zone right now, extended, and just high active hands got a tip there, and they were able to get the possession in their favor.
And take it back across the line to Irving. And Bryce, the 5'9 sophomore, comes to the near side. And hands it off to Gavin Reller. Reller between the circles for Elsberry, over to the far side for Irving.
Louisiana in a box and one here. They got Quincy Hutt just running around with Caden Kinsler.
Miss on the three by Gladney, and the rebound comes out to Washington. He gets it ahead to Richards. Richards stops, cut off in a double team, get it around to Hutt. Now for Richards. Washington
great
Caps
pass.
Off the glass. Oh, that's pretty.
That was great movement by Ryan Caps. Moved to the open area under the basket, and good look by Washington to get him it.
4-0. 2 minutes into this ball game. Almost a steal by Hutt. Elsberry gets past it. Here's a three from the near side. That's off the mark for Reller. And the rebound comes all the way out to Nathan Perkins. Perkins with it again in the front court for the Bulldogs. Up high for Hutt. Now for Richards. Donovan skip pass back to Perkins on the far side. Richards, he'll take the three. That one is just off the mark, a little long. And the rebound grabbed by Kyle Turnbull.
Overheard Coach Smith say that's not what we want.
And we're going to have a blocking foul, and that's the first on Quincy Hutt. Second team foul against the Bulldogs. 5:25 to go in the first. 4-0 in favor of the Bulldogs. And Elsberry inbounds, gets to Irving. Ball fake. Gets it back to Reller. Reller drops it off for Gladney. Gladney bounce pass. Trouble. Saved from going into the backcourt. And Elsberry will reset. Here's Irving on the baseline, and a charge called. There's the first one. Caps draws it. He is so good at that. The foul goes on Bryce Irving, his first. And the first foul against the Indians.
The streak continues. That's just great heads-up plays by him to be able to kind of read where it's going and get set, be in the right position.
Richards and Washington play catch out high. Donovan with it over to the far side for Perkins, and he throws it right to the center of the lane. No Bulldogs were there. Taken by Kinsler. He goes to the hoop, can't finish. Rebound, the putback is good for Kyle Turnbull. And Elsberry on the board. 4-2. Hutt, long pass to Washington, skips it back across. They're really getting those wings spread defensively and cutting off that three. Of course, the big three shooter isn't even in there right now. Logan off the miss.
Great rebound by Washington with the putback.
And he's got 4 points off that three-ball miss by Perkins. Back the other way is Gavin Reller. Reller hands it to Eli Gladney. Gladney is fouled as he tries to get to the hoop.
Are they going to give him a shot, or are they going to call that one on the floor?
I think they're calling it on the floor. And it's the first on Nathan Perkins, third team foul already against the Bulldogs. Gladney to the near side for Reller, back to Irving. Irving back to Gladney. He'll take the three, a little bit long. Tipped out to the far side and thrown by Irving off of Perkins out of bounds.
Great hustle play by Irving there.
Keeps it with Elsberry with 3:43 to go here in the first quarter. 6-2 Bulldogs lead here in the Bowling Green Tournament consolation game. Gladney, a little trouble with it. Gets it to Gladney now for Reller. Reller drops it down to Turnbull. Turnbull having trouble against the big man, and it's out of bounds, or they're going to call a foul. They call a foul against the Bulldogs with 3.5 to go, and that's the first on Caps. As long as he kept him in front of him, I thought he was playing pretty good defense. I think he
got his hand in there. And
here's a three from the far point. That's a little long again, and Donovan Richards the rebound. He's caught in a double team and skips it up to Tremaine Chapman just in the ball game. They work at two
great
passes
extra pass
all the way down to Caps, and he makes no mistake, and it's 8-2 Louisiana. Almost a foul on Washington. That would have been his second. Now it goes off a knee, but back to the point for Deshaun Dotson into the ball game. That rims out, caps the rebound. And here come the Bulldogs again, trying to add to their 6-point lead. Hutt thought about the three. Over to Chapman on the far side, works it down to Ryan Camps. Camps forces a pass, picked up by Mason. That goes over the rim, and Turnbull picks up the loose ball for the Indians. Elsberry on the attack, Irving into the corner. Here's the three for Reller. It's short, didn't follow his shot, and it's picked up by Donovan Richards.
Ellsbury's playing into Louisiana's hand right now. They're running that box and one on Kinsler.
Camps makes some room and scores.
And he's the only one that's really generating any offense by trying to drive through the lane, so somebody else from Ellsbury's going to step up, make a play.
Timeout on the floor. 10-2, Bulldogs lead here in the first quarter. It's the consolation game of the 96 Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Area high school basketball from the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Brought to you by Bolin Chevrolet, Community State Bank of Missouri, Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, and La Crosse Lumber Company.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
2:21 to play here in the first quarter. 10-2, Louisiana leads Elsberry, and here come the Indians with Irving. Bryce. Wyatt Harrison into the ball game for the Bulldogs. That's blocked from behind. Also in for Louisiana is Jack Logan, and was that a foul on the loose ball?
Yeah, if you're Turnbull there, you can't put the ball on the floor there. You just got to go straight up to the basket.
Well, now they're going to say it's Elsberry ball. Not sure what the call was.
They called a jump ball.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah.
With it out high is Dotson. Dotson hands it to Bryce Irving. We'll see how good Dotson's fitness is coming back from that bout with the virus. He's got it on the far point, working against Logan. Get it down to Irving. He's cut off from the baseline. Ball knocked away momentarily. Here's a three for Dotson. It's no good. And Camps backs his way out for that rebound. To Chapman. Tremaine through Logan over the far side for Harrison. Wyatt tripped up a bit. Still gets the pass out to Logan. Now for Chapman, center of the lane, and it's knocked away from Washington. Here comes Elsberry, one-on-one. Irving spins. Almost traveled, blocked by Logan. Put back, though, is good for Dotson as they kept coming.
That's several offensive rebounds for Elsberry right now.
Louisiana with a minute to go in the first, up by 6. Low-scoring first quarter. Here's Logan with it.
Oh, what a
It's
pass.
down Washington. Nice feed from Logan.
That was a great set there. They got a high pick on the...
Almost a steal for Logan. To the basket. Cut that a little too fine. And the rebound is grabbed by Washington. To Chapman. Tremaine gets it back to Mason. Over to the far side for Logan. 30 seconds to go in the first. Harrison with it out high to Logan. Now for Chapman. Chapman going to drive the lane. Puts it up. Rolled it too.
Great rebound by Caps.
Long off the glass, and Ryan is fouled on his way back up. 17.3 seconds to go. It's a 12-4 Louisiana lead. First foul on Gavin Reller, and the first shot is good. Caps with 7 points here in the opening 8 minutes.
Yep, Caps and Washington doing all the scoring so far this first quarter for the Louisiana Bulldogs.
And that one a little flat, but still effective. And he's got 8 points, 8 of the 14, the other 6, like you said, from Washington. And here comes Dotson up the floor for the Indians. Down to 14 seconds. Down to 10 now. Gets it to Twellman, who just came into the ball game. Twellman back up for Dotson to the near side for Gladney. They're going to get a shot off? No, they throw it away with 0.1 seconds to go. Should have just let that 0.1
run off the clock there.
It's Elsberry ball, and shot no good. But it wouldn't have counted anyway. We played 8 minutes here in the consolation game at this 96 Bowling Green Invitational. So far, Louisiana showing that they should have been on the other side of the bracket. The 4 seed leading the 7, 14-4. We'll have more coming up on Eagle 102.
Every game, every night of this year's Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Brought to you by All Parts, Bowling Green Lumber, Sun Window Company, Abel's Quick Shops, and Pike County Title Company.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Hunt inbound, and Louisiana has it to start the second quarter. They lead by 10 over the Elsberry Indians. 14-4 our score. All the scoring between 2 players for Louisiana. 8 points for Ryan Camps, 6 for Mason Washington on the Elsberry side, 2 for Turnbull, 2 for Dotson. Get it down low, and a foul going to be called on Twellman, I believe. Colby's first.
Great pick and roll there with Washington, and I believe that was Chapman.
And at the line, Mason Washington. And his first shot from the free throw line is nothing but net. His line looks exactly like Ryan Camp so far. And he hit them both. 6 from the field, 2 from the free throw line, just like the big man. They both have 8, and it's 16-4. With it is Deshaun Dotson, the 5'9 sophomore. Gives it off to the 5'10 Eli Gladney, and that's kicked by Chapman. And it'll stay with the Indians. 35 seconds into the second quarter. The rest of the night is going to be the Ross Show up here in the broadcast booth. Jim and Brendan for third place in the championship game. Dotson makes his way through 2 players and has now the ball go off his foot on the rebound out of bounds. I don't think he realized how much room he had once he got through those 2. Rushed his shot.
Yeah, just a little bit. And if you're Caden Kinsler, it's got to be a little frustrating right now. You're getting face guarded the whole entire time from the time the ball's inbound till possession changes.
Hutt gets that one to go. Quincy Hutt, his first 2 of the night. And it's 18-4. Q getting in on the act here. Here's Colby Twellman to Gladney. Gladney gets it back to Twellman. Twellman going to try and drive the lane. Little pass there. Makes a couple of moves. Turnbull did, and he gets the shot to go. 18-6. Back the other way. Logan gets it to Washington to the near side for Harrison. Wyatt. Back to Mason. Back out top. Hutt thought about the three, and he traveled, yeah. I think Coach would have probably said something to him had he taken the shot, and I think that was in his head. Seems like they don't want to play that game today, or Coach doesn't want to play the 3-ball game today. Tipped and stolen away. Chapman gets it ahead to Mason, to Logan off the glass, and Jack Logan puts it in. His first 2 of the night. 20-6 is the Louisiana lead. Dotson hands it off for Kinsler, and a travel called on Caden. 5:50 to play in the first half. Back into the ball game, Bryce Irving. He'll take Colby Twelman's spot. And also back in is Gavin Reller for Deshaun Dotson. Here's Harrison with it for the Bulldogs. Up by 14. To Logan. Logan back to Harrison. They doubled him for a moment. Through Hutt to Logan. Back to Quincy up high. Into the near corner for Chapman and back up for Logan. Jack, he's going to drive. Trying to kick it across the lane, and it's tipped and taken by Gavin Reller. Now he's in trouble in the backcourt. Hands it off for Caden Kinsler. Kinsler across the line. Going coast to coast, and he gets it to go.
His first bucket of the night. Hasn't really had very many opportunities with the defense they're playing on him.
Off the rim, up high and in for Jack Logan for a tray. Shooting in transition are the Bulldogs, and Logan hit from beyond the arc for the first time. He's got 5 points in the quarter. And a blocking foul called on Hutt, and then he gets stopped a little bit, or they call a charge.
Yep, they call a charge.
That was the least emphatic charge call I've ever seen. That's what confused me.
That's going against Kyle Turnbull, his first of the evening.
The offensive foul. He got his money's worth. I think Hutt grabbed at his foot a little bit as he came down to try and not get stepped on, and then got a knee to the head. Here's Washington with it. Down to Caps. Caps. Turnaround shot. That one bounces
what a rebound
rough
by Richards there.
Yeah. Donovan grabs the ball, gets it to Chapman. Tried to feed it to Caps again, and that's just too much traffic to try and put a pass through. You got to go up with the shot there if you're Mason. And we're going to have a foul on Donovan Richards back the other way. So he got a little aggressive with the D. Reller gets it into Irving. Back to Reller. Gavin, a 5'8 sophomore, takes it out high. Back to Bryce Irving. Crosses over, can't get past Tremaine Chapman, even with a bit of a pick there. They go to Reller on the far side. His three is short. Mason Washington all alone for that rebound. And he'll put a lead pass ahead for Tremaine Chapman. Chapman waits for his teammates to show up, gets it to
Great
Caps.
pass.
And he puts it off the glass and in. Caps having himself a night. He's got 10. 25-8 Louisiana. Down to 3:37 to go in the first half. Far side with it. Reller feeds down low and lost out of bounds. They're going to say Caps knocked it out.
The Elsberry guards have been struggling with these post-entry passes down to Turnbull. Not very many of them have been on target.
Off the inbound, here's Irving, and he's fouled. That's going to go on Washington. That's Mason's second.
No, they're going to get Caps on that one.
His second. And the first shot is short for Bryce Irving. Irving looking for his first point tonight. The Rosses have arrived. Second shot is good. Made the adjustment and gets his first point of the game. Hutt to the near side for Chapman. Chapman to Washington on the opposite point. Now to Richards. Donovan works against Irving. It'll back up. To the near side for Logan. Gets it back over to the far side now for Chapman. Chapman moves inside, gives it to Washington. His shot's no good, but a foul. We'll send Mason back to the line, trying to add to his 6-point night. Excuse me, 8-point night. 5 minutes gone here in the second. Louisiana up 25-9. That makes it a 15-point lead.
Yeah, Louisiana's done a pretty good job tonight of getting Washington involved on those high pick and rolls, and he's rolling to the basket, and the guards are finding him, and he's getting a couple easy buckets, a couple trips to the free throw line.
Second one good. Actually, an 18-point lead for the Bulldogs. I can do math eventually. Here's Irving. Gives it off for Dotson. His floater through the lane is good.
It's a great take, split the defense.
Dotson with 4 points. Logan going to try the three, and it's off the support wire. That'll give it back to Elsberry.
So you automatically, Richards is face guarding Kinsler. Don't want him getting the ball.
He does in the backcourt. Works past the Louisiana defender. Near corner now for Irving. Perkins out on him. Near side, they're going to try the three from the corner, and that's good. Kyle Turnbull with a tray. He's got 5 in the quarter, 7 in the game. Long pass for Logan into the front court. And here's Richards with it. Minute 58 to go, Perkins. Logan back to Perkins. Now for Richards. Donovan goes far side, gets it back. Minute 45 to play here in quarter number 2. Logan, Perkins, he'll try the three. That one hits the side of the backboard and goes right to Bryce Irving. Irving trying to kick it back instead of going to the basket, and he'll be lucky to get the ball back. To Caden Kinsler. Kinsler backs up, minute 22 to go in quarter number 2. Irving gets it back to Turnbull. He has trouble. Works against Mason Washington. Spins, lays it off the glass.
That was a great take. Great move by Turnbull to get the spin on Washington. Worked his way down.
Starting to establish that down there, isn't he?
Yes, he is. That was one of the keys, though, that we were talking about.
Perkins.
If they can get the post game going.
And he's shown he can step out and shoot the tray as well. 50 seconds to go. Down to an 11-point lead for Louisiana. Little run here for the Elsberry Indians. Hutt. Free throw line, kick it out near side. Here's the three. That's a little bit long, and the rebound pulled down by Dotson for Elsberry. He brings into the front court, gives it off for Irving. Good crossover. And the blocking foul called on Quincy Hutt. That's his second. He had the feet set, but kind of flinched a little bit as the contact came.
Yeah, he was falling a little bit.
Getting ready to check back in is Tremaine Chapman, and he'll replace Quincy Hutt after that second foul. 25.6 seconds to go in the half. And Irving at the line. His first shot is good. Or, excuse me. He made the initial shot, so it's just a one-shot foul. 3-point play. And now the lead down to 27-19 for the Bulldogs.
Coach Smith yelling at his guards to give Washington the ball on the post.
Here's a three. It rims out, and another rebound for Irving, but he's going to run out of time. And we played 2 here in the consolation game of the 96 Bowling Green Invitational. Bulldogs had as many as a 17-point lead but their lead down to 27-19 after 2. We'll be back with the halftime report after this on KJFM.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
27-19, Louisiana opened up almost a 17-point lead there in the second quarter before Elsberry started waking up a little bit offensively, figuring things out. Looks like what was the change there for Elsberry that led to some success?
Well, it started with Kyle Turnbull. He kind of got going there. He had, 7 in the second quarter. But really what kind of changed the momentum here is Louisiana got away from what gave them that big of a lead. They got away from, working it down low with Caps and Washington and running that high ball screen and getting them on the pick and rolls. And they started settling for some outside shots, and they haven't hit those shots. So that's kind of why you see this lead kind of dwindled down from that big lead to now 8. But Louisiana's doing a good job keeping Caden Kinsler contained. They're running a box and one on defense, and they're swapping out guys pretty often. They're just straight face guarding Kinsler and trying to deny him the ball and keep him from really getting going and giving this Elsberry offensive spark.
It seemed like not only did Louisiana kind of get away from that pass down low, but they started falling in love with the three ball again, and
they just started settling.
Yeah, they that's kind of their fallback. When they're feeling good about themselves, let's start draining threes and really open this up. But if it's not working, it's not working. You got to get back to what's working.
That's right. You don't want to try and fix something that's not broke. And they came out hot. See, Ryan Capps and Mason Washington, they were the offense up until the second quarter. Jack Logan ended up scoring 5 and Quincy Hutt with another 2. But, them working down low and getting those pick and rolls and just really getting them involved on the blocks is what, has brought Louisiana to get 27 points in the first half. So,
yeah, they led by 10 after 1, 8 after 2. We'll take a break, come back, and look at the halftime scoring after this on KJFM.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, B&B Automotive, Center Locker Service, Nutrien Ag Solutions, and Orff Construction.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
Louisiana leads Elsberry at the half, 27-19. Scoring for the Elsberry Indians through 2 quarters. 4 points for Bryce Irving, 9 for Kyle Turnbull, 2 for Caden Kinsler, and 4 points for Deshaun Dotson. It's been interesting what they've done on Kinsler with him. Richards just face guarding him constantly. He's stuck to him like glue. That's kind of a different look than we usually see. 2 points for Quincy Hutt for Louisiana, 5 for Jack Logan, 10 for Ryan Capps, 10 for Mason Washington. Louisiana 6 for 6 from the free throw line in the first half, and Elsberry 2 of 3. So pretty good free throw shooting first half of basketball. Let's see how that goes, because there's going to be a lot more shooting opportunities in the second half if they can keep up those percentages. Elsberry finally out of the locker room. Louisiana came out a few minutes ago. We'll take a break, come back with second half action in a minute. This has been the Eagle 102 Halftime Report.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Daily life is a bit different right now than what we're used to, but let's remember that this too shall pass and try to find ways to keep positive, help others in need, spend quality time with family, exercise, pray, do something that helps you feel empowered and moving forward. Vicki Cadwalder, Real Estate, praying for good to come out of trials.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
High School Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Brown's Processing, and Bank of Louisiana.
2 quarters in the books. Louisiana leads Elsberry 27-19. 2 more games coming up on championship night. After this consolation game, we'll have the third place game. It's a scheduled 4 o'clock tip-off, 3:45 pregame here on Eagle 102. It's Bowling Green against North Callaway, and then the championship game scheduled to tip off at 6 o'clock, Winfield and Clopton, 1 versus 2 for the tournament crown. And Jim Ross and Brendan Ross will have the call on the final 2 games of the night here on KJFM Radio, KJFMradio.com. And you want to check our finals night sponsors here on KJFM, and thank you to them for bringing you all the action here tonight. Davis Ready Mix, Engelmeyer Realty, Meyer Implement Company, Meyer General Contractors, also PJ Salon, Calvert's General Insurance, Eisenbath Auto and Supply, and many more. A minute and a half to go before we start quarter number 3. And any adjustments you would make if you're these 2 teams?
Well, if I'm if I'm Louisiana, I'm going to go back to working with Washington and Capps down in the post and kind of get them more involved. They got away from that, and this lead kind of went away. But if you're Elsberry, somebody's got to step up and start making some shots. I know Turnbull, he ended up knocking down a 3 and getting a couple buckets, kind of gave them a big push in the second quarter. But if they're going to keep face guarding and doing this box and one on Kinsler, somebody else is going to have to step up and start knocking down some shots.
I couldn't have said it better myself. We're ready for quarter number 3 here. From this 96th Bowling Green Invitational, the championships. Congratulations to Clopton on winning the ladies' championship last night over Elsberry. Elsberry trying to take home some more hardware here. They need a big second half to overtake Louisiana. They trail by 8 here after 2. The teams huddling up before quarter number 3 begins. The final seconds tick off of the halftime clock, and we're ready for basketball. And the ball will, I believe, belong to Louisiana to start the second half. I think we had one. Nope. Elsberry coming out to get it. Swore there was only one jump ball in the second quarter. Louisiana started with it, right?
I think there was a couple.
Okay. Irving with it for the Elsberry Indians.
Louisiana stays in that box and 1.
Reller back up top and around to Irving on the far side. He works against Richards. He hands it off now for Gavin Reller. Reller backs out, gives it back to Irving. Irving to Reller. Sticking on that side. Now they come near side for Gladney. Back to Irving. And to Reller. Whatever they're looking for hasn't opened up yet. Now they work it down low. That shot off the glass, high off the glass. And
that's where they need to go.
Makes it a 6-point game. 27-21. 45 seconds into this third quarter. It's as close as Elsberry's been in quite some time. Oh, great pass down low off the glass. Washington, the finish.
And that's all set up on the Chapman back screen to get Washington freed up there.
Now knocked almost out of bounds on the far side. Looking for a little room is Caden Kinsler. Gets it to Irving. Down low. Trying to work on Camps. That shot no good. Richards gets the rebound on the run. Stops and throws it away. Taken back by Gavin Reller. And he sends it over to Kinsler to bring up the floor. He tries to drive to the hoop. Can't get it to stick on the rim. And the rebound picked up by Tremaine Chapman. Off the tip by Hutt. Gets it to Camps. And he is called for a charge. Yeah, he lowered the boom there, didn't he?
Yep. I believe that's number 3 on him, so he's going to have to be careful from here on out.
The teacher there gets schooled a little bit. Master upstage by the apprentice. Anything you can use. Here's Kinsler. On the dribble for Elsberry. Works against Hutt. Comes in near side for Reller. Corner now for Irving. He travels, yeah. He stepped all the way across Europe there.
Yep.
5:56 to play here in the third quarter. Bulldog lead back to 8. Trying to add to it. Washington gives it back to Richards. Bounce pass near side for Chapman.
Elsberry switches back to this 2-3 zone. They kind of ran 3 different defenses tonight.
Chapman. Back to Richards. He gives it to Tremaine again. Everything out high right now. Kicks it near corner. Here's a 3. That's short. No one fouls the shot. Irving is out of bounds. Meanwhile, Elsberry players falling all over each other on the other side of the floor. Stay with the Bulldogs, and they're fortunate to keep this ball.
A little 4 high set. Don't typically see that.
Washington gets it back to Richards. Donovan to Quincy Hutt. Hutt going to drive in from the free throw line. That shot goes.
That was a great play from Hutt to split the defense there.
And a timeout taken after he hits the basket to make it a 10-point lead. 31-21. Bulldogs lead the Elsberry Indians for consolation from the 96 Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Every game, every night of this year's Bowling Green Invitational Tournament, brought to you by Louisiana Auto Sales and Rentals, A Taste of Philly, Airco Convenience Centers, Magruder Limestone Company, and One Multi-Sports Complex.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
Irving with it after the timeout. Louisiana 31, Elsberry 21. 5:06 to go here in quarter number 3. First of 3 games tonight here on championship night from the Bowling Green Invitational. And with it up high is Turnbull. Gets it back now for Gladney. Gladney to Irving. Irving into the corner now for Gladney. Back up top. Irving going to try the tray. It's long. And the rebound picked up by Caps. Long pass ahead. Washington has to wait for it to bounce, but he adjusts and scores. Mason Washington with 14. 4.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. And a charge called on Caden Kinsler.
He kind of lowered the shoulder there.
Yeah, the defender was by no means planted or anything. It was just the way he hit him.
Yep.
He went down with shoulder and elbow extended. 33-21 after the offensive foul. Just the first foul on Caden Kinsler. .418 to play in the third quarter. Up and around to the near side for Tremaine Chapman. Chapman with it again. He'll try the 3. Looks good. Is good. Splashes that one home.
That looks smooth the whole way from the time it left his hand.
Here's Irving with it. Comes back to the near side. Hands it off now for Gladney. Gladney back up top. Here's a 3. And that's an answer for Kyle Turnbull. His second tray tonight. 36-24. Lead is 12 for the Bulldogs. Richards with it. Donovan. He's going to drive, floats it through the lane, and puts it in. First points of the night for Donovan. And back the other way comes Kinsler. That shot a little bit long on the hop step. Chapman thought about 3, kicks it back instead. Set it up with Richards, run a little clock maybe, down to 3:05 in the third quarter. Mason steps inside the three-point line and his shot is short. He had a better look for that if he would have stepped in. Gladney to the hoop, and he gets it to roll in. Eli Gladney's first 2 points tonight. Down to a 12-point Louisiana lead. 38-26. On the dribble, Hutt is stripped of the ball. Gladney picks it up, puts it ahead for Dotson, changes direction.
That was a good Euro step, but
yeah, he had a better pass if he would have gone off the floor across the lane. Skip pass near side. Richards through Hutt, back to Washington, drops it down to Caps. Caps kicks it in the corner for Tremaine Chapman. Chapman looked at the baseline, really wasn't there, so he'll step it out again. And now Mason Washington comes out high. Back to Richards for Chapman, minute 58 to go. Center of the lane, Hutt. He goes off the glass and scores. Quincy Hutt coming alive with 4 in the quarter. 6 in the game. Now it's taken away from behind by Hutt. Picked up by Washington. Now Richards with it. Into the front court for Washington. Back up top. And Donovan with it again to the near side. Chapman going to try the 3. That one's good. Oh, my. If you get Tremaine hot from beyond the arc, you're really going to have problems, and a timeout taken with 1:26 to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs starting to catch fire. They lead Elsberry 43-26 on Eagle 102.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pogue Ford, Northeast Missouri Title Company, People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, CarQuest Auto Parts, and Spare Time Bowl and Grill.
Need a little good news in your life? State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Missouri, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock at an even better price. Call me today at 573-754-5575. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank, and Bowling Green Tractor.
Nice to see all the big cheerleading squads out here tonight, vying for that trophy here from the 96 Bowling Green Invitational. 43-26, Louisiana leading Elsberry here in the third. Our finals night coverage on KJFM brought to you in part by Betty Davis Insurance, Harry's Tavern in St. Clement, Prairie's Edge Garden Center, Marla Reed Insurance Agency, Courtney Photography, Scotty Market Neolia, and His and Hers Antiques and more. Glad to have all the sponsors with us this week to bring you 21 games, all 21 from the Bowling Green Invitational. Should have been 22, but we had one canceled on us because of weather. Back the other way, Chapman on the break scores.
He's getting it going this quarter.
45-26.
Didn't get any buckets in the first half.
This floater is good. Body's falling, but Irving able to put that one in. Bryce has 6 points. Uh-oh. Here's another three from the corner. That one's long, and Turnbull the rebound. Elsberry had the Louisiana lead down to 6 here in this third quarter early on, but now the Bulldogs have stretched it back out. Before that last Irving bucket, it was a 19-point lead. Now a tip and a take by Washington. Mason to the hoop, and he can't get it to go. Chapman's put back, no. Rebound this time goes to the floor, and a travel called. Is that Kane Sadler into the ball game for the first time?
It had to be hard on the knees there.
Yeah,
you could hear that one up here.
That hurt up here. And now Turnbull checks out. So we'll see if Louisiana can take advantage here in the final 22.9 seconds. Here's a three.
A little short.
Yeah, a little short. Rebound goes to the floor, picked up by Chapman, and a double dribble called on Tremaine. Down to 17.5 seconds to go. And Coach Johnson so far looks like a genius given his post player the extended quarter break. Back the other way comes Dodson. Now for Reller. To Twellman, back to Reller. Hands it off. Over to the far side. Dodson is blocked. Didn't quite go out of bounds quick enough. And the time runs out before Twellman can grab it. 45-28, Louisiana leads after 3 quarters here from the Consolation Championship of the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Area high school basketball from the 96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Brought to you by McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes and Crematory, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Eastern Missouri Commission Company, Bouquet Florist and Gift Shop, and Jesse Owens Heating and Air.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets, but it's only one part of a comprehensive retirement strategy. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture so you can work toward meeting your unique retirement goals. Contact me, Kayla Caldwell, your Edward Jones financial advisor at 2604 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
High School Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Vicky Cadwallader, Real Estate and Perkins Electrical Service.
Start of the fourth quarter here in the Consolation game at this Bowling Green Invitational. Good way to start championship night. We've got 2 more games. Third place game coming up between Bowling Green and North Callaway, and then the tournament championship, Clopton and Winfield. Clopton the 2 seed, Winfield the 1 seed, a rematch of last year's title game, and the semifinal from the Clopton tournament, a game that Winfield won. Of course, Clopton the defending champion here. 18-9 third quarter for Louisiana. Here's Chapman with it. Back up high for Perkins. Nathan hands it to Donovan Richards. Richards, bounce pass for Perkins.
Traveled.
Yep.
Got to go off one, land on 2. Kind of had happy feet there.
Well, Elsberry's had some runs, which is exciting for them, but Louisiana's gotten back to playing Louisiana basketball. That shot by Irving, no good. Camps gets the board, wrestles it away from Twellman. I think both coaches have something to be happy about. here in this consolation game. Richards, little pump fake in the air. Shot no good. Somehow it makes its way to Camps, and Ryan puts it off the glass. His first points in a while. Got a dozen in the game.
He doesn't miss those opportunities, though.
Nope. Here's a three for Irving. Rims out. Camps the rebound. Get it ahead for Chapman, and he tried to feed Camps, and that pass was never going to work. Was that a quadruple team down low?
Yep.
Here's Irving back the other way, hands it off for Reller. Reller going to try the three.
Another
it's
blocked.
And here comes Richards with it off the Washington block, and we're going to have a foul. Going to get Dotson or Irving?
They're going to give Irving. That's number 3 for him.
Okay. 6:35 to go here in the fourth. No free throws in that third quarter. Only been 6 for Louisiana and 3 for Elsberry in the game. Here's Camps, makes a little room on Twellman, but got himself moving backwards a little bit, and he doesn't like that shot. On the miss, and there's a travel. Irving travels, looking for contact. And with 6:17 to go in the fourth, the Bulldogs get the ball back on the turnover, and they'll hold on a second so Irving can tie his shoe, give you a chance to thank some of the sponsors here. Davis Ready Mix, His and Hers Antiques and More, Engelmeyer Realty, and Scotty's Market Neolia. Here's Richards with it. Looking to run a little clock. Perkins with it now. Feeds Camps. Camps turnaround shot over the top of Twellman, and he scores. Ryan Camps with 14. That ties Mason Washington for the team lead. Little pump shot there, no good. Elsberry gets the rebound with Reller. Irving back to Reller. Makes his way past Camps. Kicks it into the corner. Here's a three, and that one's off the mark. And Camps the rebound. But it's stolen away, but nothing that Caden Kinsler could do with it. He was going fast out of bounds when he intercepted that ball. Twellman checks out. Back into the ball game is Kane Sadler, the 6'2 senior. Donovan Richards with it on the far side. Puts on the brakes. And Dotson flew right by him, the old Top Gun move. Work it down low and tipped out of bounds, and they're going to say last touch was by the Bulldogs. They're up 21 here in the fourth. You reacted none to my movie reference again. That's twice this week.
I guess I just missed it. What was it?
Shot no good. And we're going the other way. Pass too far for Mason Washington on the feed from Tremaine Chapman.
Now I got to hear the movie reference again.
The Top Gun, put on the brakes, fly right by you.
Oh. Yep.
Maybe they'll say it in Top Gun too. Maybe you'll see that one.
No, I've seen Top Gun. It just didn't comprehend in my brain.
Shot no good. The rebound picked up by Reller. He's got it again in the corner. We'll try the three, and that one's good. Reller with the tray. Those are Gavin's first points tonight. Perkins tries to lay it in. He's short. Ball goes to the floor and a travel call. Second time that Sadler has gotten a rebound and then been called for a travel. Perkins checks out. Logan back into the ball game. Wyatt Harrison comes back in. They'll replace Camps and Richards. A little different look personnel-wise for the Bulldogs tonight.
Yeah, it is.
Here's Washington. To Chapman in the corner, gets it back. It's a Hutt. Hutt going to drive. His shot can't sneak over, and the rebound grabbed by Gladney for the Elsberry Indians. 4:09 to go. Turnaround shot. That's a lot of moves there.
That was a great take by Gladney there.
Spun one way, then he spun the other.
Was able to wall off Washington enough from keeping him from blocking a shot.
Here's Chapman with it. He makes his way to the hoop and scores on the lay-in. Jermaine Chapman's got 10. Showing why he was a member of the Clopton All-Tournament team. Here's Gladney out of the corner. His shot no good, but they're going to get Logan for the foul. Jacks first. 3:37 to go in the ball game. First of 3 tonight on KJFM. Here on championship night at the Bowling Green Invitational. Third place game coming up next, Bowling Green and North Callaway. First shot's good for Eli Gladney. He's got 5 points. 51-34. The Louisiana lead, and he hit them both. Those are the first free throws of the second half, and we've still only missed one all night. Hutt gets it into Harrison in the backcourt. He goes to the dribble, and it's knocked away. Or no, we're going to have a foul on Bryce Irving. That's his fourth. And a little too close was Dotson as Louisiana tried to get the ball in. Chapman does get it. Feeds it down low. Here's Washington on the hook. No. And over the top on the rebound.
Gonna get him for over the back.
Picks up his second personal. And a timeout taken by Coach Matt Smith and the Bulldogs. With 3:24 to go in the fourth quarter, they lead Elsberry 51-35 from the 96 Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Every game, every night of this year's Bowling Green Invitational Tournament. Brought to you by Calumet of Missouri, Calvin's Restaurant, Ann Lane Boutique, Shelter Insurance, Frank Wallace, Agent, and MASH.
Show off your school pride today with the Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Every time you use your Bulldog debit card, Bank of Louisiana will make a donation to the Louisiana School District. Stop by the bank today and get your new Bulldog debit card so you can start supporting the teachers and students with every swipe. The Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Early in the second half, Elsberry was able to cut it to a 6-point Louisiana lead. Since then, the Bulldogs have been pretty well in control. They lead this one 51-35. 5 minutes gone here in the fourth, and I like this early start to championship night.
I do too.
It does have that college feel like Jim Ross was talking about earlier in the week. A Saturday afternoon matinee feel. Here comes Elsberry with Irving up the floor. 51-35 is the Louisiana lead. To the near side, Dotson into the corner. They're going to have to start taking chances from beyond the arc probably if they want to get back into this ball game. Here's the three from Reller, and that one rims out. Rebound is fought for in a tie-up. Will favor Elsberry. And they'll inbound underneath the basket. Finals night coverage brought to you in part on Eagle 102 by Meyer Implement Company, Martin General Contractors, PJ's Salon, and Calvert's General Insurance. Ball stolen away after the Hutt rebound. Basket and a foul. That's just a hard-nosed play there from Caden Kinsler. They got the foul on Mason Washington, his third. And the shot is good for the three-point play. Back the other way quickly. How did Dotson not get a foul? And then we've got a clothesline called on Eli Gladney. Dotson stepped on Terrain's foot as he was going by, which caused him to go right into the clothesline from his teammate. They get it in off the glass, Mason Washington. That play has been too easy on inbounds.
Yeah, it has, and it wasn't the best pass either, but well, he's just bulldogging his way in there.
Well, that's why he plays for Louisiana, right? Foul going the other way.
Well, I meant Caden Kinsler was bulldogging his way down here on this side.
Gotcha. And he hits the free throw. Second shot is good as well. .235 to play. Bryce Irving missed the first free throw of the night for Elsberry. That's our only miss for either team. Now it's thrown out of bounds off the hands of Tremaine Chapman with 2:28 on the clock. Into the corner. Pass tipped. Washington can't get it. And we've got a foul.
Yep, they're going to get Washington for the loose ball there.
He's got 4 now. And Dotson will inbound in between his own bench and the scorer's table. He takes it out to Bryce Irving. Irving kicks it to the side. That 3 ball off the mark, and the rebound grabbed by Chapman. And he's bumped and then bumped again. Foul's going to be on Caden Kinsler, his second. Not shooting foul yet. Both teams with 6 team fouls, so the next ones will be 1-and-1s. Here's Quincy Hunt into the corner for Tremaine Chapman. His pass tipped out of bounds. With 2:01 to play. Huddle inbound again on the far side. Ryan Camps comes back into the ball game. And Donovan Richards. Logan and Harrison take a seat. Hutt handed the ball, and we're back underway with Richards out high. Final 2 minutes. Gets it to Camps. Camps off the glass, good, and a foul.
That was a great pass by Washington. Knew right where Camps was going to be, led him to the basket.
He has a chance for a three-point play. 16 points tonight. Slowed down, didn't get any points in the third quarter, only had 1 in the second quarter. After an 8-point first, he's come back with 6 here in the fourth, and what do we have? Ref's talking about things. Foul was given to Twelman.
And he's not even on the court.
Exactly. Rims it out. That's the first miss for Louisiana here tonight. Still a pretty good shooting night from the free throw line for both teams. Minute 40 left in this consolation contest, and a turnaround shot is good for Caden Kinsler. Cuts it to a 13-point Bulldog lead. Pass tipped right back to Quincy Hunt, however. He'll go back to the dribble. Get across the line. Gets it to Tremaine Chapman. Elsberry really picking up the defensive pressure, and a timeout taken by the Bulldogs with 1:19 to play. 55-42. Louisiana leads Elsberry from the 96th Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Evans Insurance Agency, Silex Banking Company, Eolia Landscape Supply, and Lincoln County Farmers Cooperative.
Bowling Green Insurance is here to serve all your insurance needs. Bowling Green Insurance offers companies to cover your farm, home, auto, and crop needs. Give Bowling Green Insurance a call today to get a quote. 573-324-CROP.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and All Parts.
55-42. I'd hate to see the what are the turnovers at here in the second half? Have you been looking at those?
I've been keeping track, and right now Louisiana's got 8, and Elsberry has 7. So it's been kind of a sloppy second half from.
Now you think that's from the increased pressure from Elsberry, because they've really put on the heat on Louisiana's guards. Or just
yeah, it could be. And as far as Elsberry on their side, it's their, and Louisiana too, just poor post entry passes right now.
Double team, and it's knocked out of bounds away from Richards. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. Our coverage on finals night brought to you in part by Betty Davis Insurance, Eisenbath Auto and Supply, Marla Reed Insurance, Prairie's Edge Garden Center, Courtney Photography, Harry's Tavern in St. Clement, Scotty's Market, Neolia. Minute 14 to play here in the fourth. Washington gets it to Hutt. He puts it away. Irving on him. Now he goes to his dribble. Finds Camps. Goes off the glass. Ryan Camps with 2 more. Ryan has had a big night. Tip from behind. Blocked from behind by Richards. And now he is tackled by Caden Kinsler. Going to be the 3rd on Caden. And 1-and-1's coming for Donovan. First time at the line tonight for Richards. It'll be a 1-and-1. 8th team foul against the Indians. First shot earns the 2nd. No one was even moving toward the basket on that shot. They knew he was going to sink it. One more. And that one is good as well.
Tell you what, both teams have been phenomenal from the stripe tonight.
Oh, fantastic.
A whole lot of.
Only 2 misses, 1 for each side. They get it back to Irving. Irving. And it's tied up. Boy.
Great defense by Richards there.
Yeah. Arrow favors the Bulldogs, so a turnover with 39 seconds to go. And Louisiana going to earn some hardware here. Knocked away out of bounds. Here's Hutt. Gets it to Mason. Back to Hutt. Now for Chapman.
Got some numbers here. Great pass.
Oh, yeah. Off the glass. 2 more for Camps. 61-42. With 20 seconds to go. Here's a 3 from the far side. That one's off the mark. Camps the rebound. And he gets it ahead. Here's Chapman. He reverses direction in the air and still gets it to fall. Acrobatic play. He's got 12 points. And there's another charge. Had to get 1 more in before his tournament ended. Ryan Camps goes to the floor. Draws the offensive foul. 4th foul on Kinsler. And that'll do it. 63-42 is our final. The Louisiana Bulldogs earn consolation here at the 96 Bowling Green Invitational. We've got the postgame coming up for you next on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Tracy Brookshire with the Pike County Health Department. With community transmission cases increasing in Pike County, it's becoming more difficult for healthcare providers to contact positive cases the same day these results are received. The state of Missouri has mandated that we prioritize first the investigations for school exposures, individuals 65 years and older, and cases associated with long-term care facilities. Those that do not fall into those categories will likely experience a delay in initial contact. Therefore, we have made some changes with our calling procedures to help streamline and make our calls more efficient. It is critical that if you have received a positive result or know you have been exposed to someone with COVID-19, you need to begin a 14-day quarantine starting from when your symptoms began or the last day of exposure to the positive case. Your patience awaiting your initial call from our office is very much appreciated. Visit our dedicated COVID page on our website, PikeCountyHealth.org, for more information.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
It was a quick game. It was a good game. Louisiana defeats Elsberry for consolation here at the 96 Bowling Green Invitational. 63-42 is our final. Only took an hour and 7 minutes to play that one as Louisiana wins the trophy here in the first of 3 games here on championship night from this 96 Bowling Green Invitational. And what did they do well on their way to victory over the Indians?
Well, they had that hot start, getting Ryan Capps and Mason Washington involved and getting them going early. They both had, between the two of them, they had 20 of the 27 points there that first half. But then that second half kind of came along, and they got away from it a little bit, but Tremaine Chapman gave him a big spark. He came in, knocked down 2 threes starting the third quarter, and then got another bucket, and he ended up scoring 12 that second half. And then Ryan Capps came on late in the fourth quarter, and he ended up putting up 10 points just in the fourth quarter alone. Offensively, they came out and they did what they needed to do. They got back to the roots on what was working, and they were able to get some jump shots from the outside going in, and just props to them.
They win it by a final of 63-42 over Elsberry. Some good things happened for Elsberry in this ball game. I really like the game of Turnbull tonight. When things weren't working for him inside, he stepped outside, got a couple of threes. The guard play was good. I thought they really stepped up the defensive pressure there late in the third quarter into the fourth and made things a lot tougher for Louisiana. But I think the Bulldogs did a nice job making the adjustments and finding Capps there for a big run in the fourth. He had, 10 of his 20 points there in the fourth quarter. So that was a pretty special night for Ryan Capps, and that might be enough to get him on to the all-tournament team at the end of the night.
He took 2 charges as well. Was it 2 or 3?
2 in the ball game. Yeah, got 1 in the first half, 1 there in the fourth quarter.
So he was doing it on both sides of the ball. That's what you want to see when you're a coach.
Yeah, he also committed 1 charge on the other end. So he was involved in 3. Our final, again, 63-42. We'll take a break, come back with your final scoring numbers after this. So we continue coverage of the 96 Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
96th Annual Bowling Green Invitational Tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports Center, Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, Penrod Real Estate, and Clint Bowen Construction.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Our final in this one, 63-42, Louisiana over Elsberry for consolation at the 96 Bowling Green Invitational. Mark Runnick, Corey Buchanan back in the broadcast booth. Wrapping up our coverage, our final scoring numbers for Elsberry, 3 points for Gavin Reller, 4.9 for Deshaun Dotson in his return from the quarantine list, 6 points for Eli Gladney, 6 points for Bryce Irving, 9.9 for Caden Kinsler, and 14 for Kyle Turnbull as he's the leading scorer for the Indians. For the Louisiana Bulldogs, they got 4 points tonight from Donovan Richards, 5 for Jack Logan, 6 points tonight for Quincy Hutt, 12 for Tremaine Chapman, all in the second half of this ball game, including a couple big threes there in the third quarter. 16-point night for Mason Washington, 20 for Ryan Capps to lead all scorers. For a while, for the entire first quarter, Washington and Capps were the only Bulldogs to score before the others joined in on the party, as Louisiana claims consolation 63-42, a 21-point win over the conference rivals from Elsberry. Any final thoughts on this one?
Well, as far as, there's a lot of positive really from both teams. I know Kinsler kind of had a frustrating night. Coach Smith brought in the game plan with his defense for the Bulldogs to run a box and one and just face guard Kinsler all night. And I know that can be frustrating. I've been there, but you just kind of got to try to stay positive and see the positive from tonight's game and take it into your next game. There's still a little bit of season left, so maybe both of these teams can get a little momentum built up and finish their season strong.
All right, we're going to send it back to the station. We've got about a half hour until the pregame show for our third place game. And so we'll wrap things up, come back at 3:45 for the 4 o'clock tip-off between Bowling Green and North Callaway. That's for third place as we continue our coverage from the 96th Bowling Green Invitational coming up on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.